Now, I'll never forget the first time I saw you because I used to watch every bit of wrestling I could get my hands on, and it was a TNA Explosion match. And it was you and Roddy Strong against CM Punk and Julio Dinero.
Yeah.
I'm made of questions about this because that era is so fascinating to me. Punk in TNA is fascinating to me. You and Roddy there that early is fascinating to me because like I think a lot of people don't even realize that you and Roderick Strong were wrestling back then in a lot of ways. Please explain to me how that came about and the match itself.
I started wrestling in '97. And I started in North Carolina. I was trained by Matt and Jeff, and they had by that time got signed with WWE, and I was with a company mostly in Georgia called NWA Wildside.
Yes.
NWA Wildside, TNA came around. It was total nonstop action. They were kind of brand new on the scene. It was something that, Jeff Jarrett had in mind and somebody else, and it was trying to, find a way to make the NWA big again type thing. And so at the time, nobody really knew what was going to happen. It was just a new thing on the scene. And so we're in Tennessee, and I got booked for them, and it was a tag team match. And it was actually the first time I met Roderick Strong. Was there in that building, and they said we would be tagging. It was like, oh, okay, cool. And I remember the conversation I had with Roddy. He like introduced himself to me, and I said, well, what do you do? He said, oh, I'm the messiah of the backbreaker. I have all these backbreakers. I was like, oh, cool, whatever. Yeah. And I said, he asked me what I do. And I told him, I said, I'm real innovative. He said, okay. Energetic. He said, well, whatever you do, I'll match it. I said, all right, cool. And so that was just like, okay, cool. And so we knew who we were going to wrestle, but they were doing multiple TV tapings on the same day.
Yeah.
And so CM Punk and Julio had like two huge matches, and like one huge match that day, like a main event for the show, whatever, that they were like trying to get ready for. And it was like taking a really long time to get ready for it. And then 10, 15 minutes before our match, it's like, all right, guys, here we go. So it was kind of like really fast, like, all right, guys, y'all up, type thing. And then we had our match, and so that's how that came about. And it's kind of a lost gem because every once in a while I get to pull it up and see it and look at it now. And I look at who's who now. Yeah. And to be a part of it, I thought was really cool.